Hey guys, it's Stevens. I'm here playing Infamous. I tried playing this yesterday and it just wouldn't work for some reason. And then it worked immediately when I loaded up it this morning. And I was like, my goodness, why can't it just work when I want it to work? But here we are. Is there gonna be a phone call? Yes.
So, Dwight's sister just took off. Man, it was a disaster.
What? I thought you were golden.
Wanted to treat her right, you know? Show her a good time, let things simmer a bit. Any old idiot can land one-nighter. I want something more. Like what you and Trish had. Well, anyway, she comes over and says she can only stay a minute or two and starts talking about, I don't know how she really digs me, but she sees me as a friend. I'll always be your friend, Zeke. She actually said that to me.
Oh, man.
Yeah, women are something else. Never will understand them.
I like how they don't have fast travel in these games. It's like, if you can get around pretty quickly, why would you need fast travel? I don't love fast travel in games in general. I do use it from time to time, but a lot of times I'll just use it. There's a game I was playing recently where I didn't even like bother with it. I forget what game that was. I guess Spider-Man I normally ignore the fast travel despite it being way quicker than normal in PS5 version. Also, like, Spider-Man is so fun to swing around the city, so like, why would you even want to use fast travels in that game? I don't know. And it's like, the city isn't that big.
So I was walking over to help Trish
game.
load up her bus, and I see Dwight's sister hanging on some guy's arm. She didn't even look at me.
Sorry, man.
I should have known better. She's always been like that. It's no biggie, though. Frees me up to play the field. See what else is out there. Catch you later.
Megawatt hammer, but it's basically a missile. Like, it causes an explosion. How is that? It flashed red for negative karma. Like, he's a bad guy. He's a pansy. So just... Oh yeah, the redirect one is really nice. It like shoots at what your if like you shoot electricity at something after shooting the megawatt hammer, it will like aim towards that thing, which is really nice. I completely forgot about that. No. Oh, there's water. Ladder. Okay. Thought I might have died there, but I didn't. Whoever decided to put ladders on these things, they're my favorite person. Like, that would be really annoying if you just fell down and you have no way of getting back up, so you have to die. It's possible it wasn't always planned that you die to water. And you're like, oh no, that makes sense, we should do it. I was trying to jump down there. Sometimes, like, grabbing onto sides of things is difficult because the game will, like, kind of almost force you to land on it. Can I just hit the thing and then nobody know I'm getting knocked over? But for some of the later missions, there's like, you have to shoot down drones. That's really helpful to have. So I either have to shoot down drones now or I have to help Trish. I can't remember which is next.
Been receiving reports of unauthorized drones patrolling the Warren. Since they're not ours, you should look into them. It also sounds like the Dustmen are planning a quarantine break.
All right.
One other thing. Tell your friend Zeke to stop
I
calling.
forgot about Zeke's
If he
mission.
wants to play hero and track down leads, that's his business. But I don't need to hear about it.
Zeke, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, there's a few times in this game where it gives you a couple different things you can do. That guy was laying on the ground and they were just fine. Yeah, sometimes they're on the ground like they're hurt, and then they just like get up and run off. This is the Zeke song.
You think you can come over here doing what you please? Think again. We've got your fat friend, and we're gonna kill him real slow.
You idiots just made the biggest mistake of your lives.
I'm sending you a picture.
This guy should not be there.
Where is he?
Like, I knew they were gonna be there. Why don't they pop out when you go behind the first barrier? Just so you die? What is this? That's a little rude. But at least they spawn early, like right away after you die. I thought this mission was called Playing Hero, but it's not. Maybe that's a different mission.
This is my island, my home. You know how long I've waited for this? No one will stop me.
Just keep on blathering. You'll get yours.
So confused.
Cole, your GPS says that you're at the shipyards. What are you doing?
Killing the bastards that kidnapped Zeke.
It's his own fault. You can't run out and rescue him every time he gets into trouble.
I don't abandon my friend.
I'm close to getting to the hero karma. When you become a hero, citizens will sometimes throw rocks at enemies for you. And if you're infamous, they'll throw rocks at you. Yeah, I'm a hero. It's easier to become a hero than become infamous, in my opinion, because you get hero karma, good karma, I mean, whenever you kill an enemy, but you don't get infamous karma if you kill an enemy that isn't just like an innocent person. You just get experience. I don't know. I thought there was someone with, like, when they scream at you and they light themselves on fire and explode. I thought that was right next to me, but... Throwing grenades is a lot better. Like, the different, like, power-ups are... Like, some of them are better as a villain, some of them are better as a hero. The exclusive powers, though, I think I prefer the evil one. Because basically you get a power-up from doing 5 armor side missions. And so if you do the good one, you get like a supercharged attack. And then if you do the evil ones, you get like a Sith lightning sort of thing, which I prefer. I definitely pressed circle, which is charge, and then he didn't do anything. How's that guy not dead? Why are you even there? How did you even get there? I guess there's a ladder there, they might have fallen, but maybe it gets to that point. What are you doing? Imagine sitting on a turret even though like it does absolutely nothing. I like the climbing in this game. I think the climbing is a lot better
Zeke,
done in this game
can
than
you
in
hear
Second
me?
Son. Like, there's a
Zeke!
lot of mechanics things that I
Cole!
think Second Son
Hey,
could
Cole,
have
over
done better.
here! Hang in there, buddy. I'm coming.
Like, because it was the third in the series, you'd think everything would be as good or better. There's things that they do better in this game than they do. You do, your, like, health restores after a short time, like hiding, too. I think it's the second game that doing good karma actions heals you, or it gives you, electricity. I believe that's the game.
You're a persistent little bastard, huh? Doesn't matter. It's nearly done. And once it is, all will bow before me, just as my father wanted.
Whew. There is close, and then there was that. What the hell were you doing down here? I was just trying to help out, man. I wanted to sneak in and see what the trash baggers were up to. Are you insane? You're lucky they didn't kill you. What are you saying? That old Zeke needs to go back to his roof and just chill? That he's only good for a laugh and a beer, but when it's go time, he ain't worth a damn? That what you're saying, Cole? This isn't a game, Zeke. Not anymore. But just because you got powers doesn't make you better than everyone else. Not by a long shot.
I like how, that's done. It's like, it's unlike in Spider-Man with MJ, the game, not the, where she's like, just because I don't have powers doesn't mean I'm not made of glass. Well, he's like, you know, wanting her to not be in danger, and be safe. With Cole, it's more like, yeah, you're kind of not, you don't have powers, so you're gonna get hurt. If you try to go against these guys. And like, Cole is clearly in the wrong, so Zeke is upset about it. But like, with MJ, it's like Spider-Man or Peter Parker, he doesn't want her to die. And she's like, taking offense to that. I think it's much better done than this game. I think they were trying to make it so it was like, I don't even think it was that
We
Peter was
just
the
caught
one
a
that
big
she was just
break.
OP.
One of the UAVs patrolling the Warren has crashed. Recover its flight recorder, and I'll try to figure out who's controlling them.
Yeah, so this mission is very hard if you don't have the redirect
All right.
power up.
I found it.
Use your phone to send me the contents of the flight recorder.
What's interesting is if the drone lands in the water, you
Just
fail.
what I thought.
Like
The
immediately.
first sons are
They don't
using
force you
drones
to die
search for the
to
ray sphere.
try and
They've
get
narrowed
it.
their search to this area.
They know anything we don't?
No, but we can't take any chances. Find the other drones in the area, shoot them down, and collect their flight recorders. And Cole, that UAV was programmed to self-destruct if it crashed. Don't know why it didn't, but the other ones might. Once you shoot them down, you have to get to them right away.
I don't know if my rocket... No, it hit it, I think. Maybe not. Need the heal. Because I missed it, I think it... Dude, what are you doing? I'm being shot at. Don't stand right next to me. You're gonna get hurt. Fly this way. Did it land on the train tracks? I think the trains aren't running here. Yeah, the train track, the train missions in the Warren and the other place are side missions rather than main missions, like the first area. Historical district, that's what. I was just about to press circle as if this was Second Son. Because like in Second Son you have this something similar to the static thrusters, but you can also like dash forward. Which makes getting around a bit easier. Getting around is easier in that game, I would say. Which is why I don't understand it being in fast travel. In that game. Like getting around is super easy. Can you not? Oh, I missed. It's still trying though. Did it hit it? Not entirely sure. Like it was fine. If you hit something in your missile misses, it'll try to hit it again. He'll redirect it back. See, it's like kind of circling like that. There we go. That's a good hit. I don't think it knocked it down now. You can take a couple of those. And more for the battery. There you go. Okay. Yeah, now you can see it.
I want
Wait,
you
that's
to
what-
listen to something, Cole.
Please. No more. I'll do anything you want.
Real tough guy, aren't you?
On the contrary, I'm weak, quite weak in fact, which is why you need to learn this lesson and learn it well. Everyone has their breaking point. You, me, even dear sweet Sasha. What separates the strong from the weak is the ability to take the beating. Hell, to love the beating.
How did I
But
miss all
outright
those
the
hits?
pain, never wavering from what needs to be done. Think you can remember that?
Screw you.
Thanks, missile. They got him. Here. How did he get here without landing on the sail?
That should be the last one.
Your phone doesn't have the bandwidth to transmit that much data, so you need to find a satellite uplink. There should be one on the roof of the old Coleridge building. Hopefully it still works.
Sometimes, like I think I said this before. Sometimes Cole's leg gets like stuck. He tries to get to the person to trap them, but he can't quite reach them. So his leg like goes, like it stretches way too far to be able to get to the guy. Pretty funny to see, but I haven't seen it in a while.
You should have everything.
It's going to take a while to sort through all of this. I'll let you know if I find anything of interest.
Just find that damn sphere so I can get out of this shooting gallery.
The Dustmen think if they load hostages on their boats, the military will back down and let them pass through the quarantine.
And let me guess, the guys with the guns aren't gonna play ball.
All forces positioned along the quarantine line have standing shoot-on-sight orders. Any vessel attempting to cross the harbor will be destroyed. No questions asked. You're going to have to find all of the hostage boats and disable their engines. If those boats leave, a lot of innocent people are going to die.
I don't want their blood on my hands, Moya, but I really don't see what this has to do with our deal.
If I can't maintain control of this situation, I will be replaced. They'll bomb the island and you'll
I didn't
be
do
fugitive.
anything illegal,
No deal,
so-
no nothing. You understand?
Yeah.
Doesn't maybe a big
sure.
vigilante, but there's like nothing.
Don't ever take that tone with me again.
Like there's no law in this city anymore. Like maybe if you were evil karma, you're murdering innocent people. That's a little different. And like that cutscene's the exact same if you're evil, but the game, the first game is pretty similar if you're evil or good, except certain choices. ultimately sometimes don't matter.
Destroy the engine on that boat.
I
Cole.
just got here. Chill out, Moya. Why isn't rescuing hostages good karma? You think it would be?
Got some bad news, Cole. The military is mobilizing several gunships, and they're planning on attacking the Dustmen's boats, regardless of whether or not they're still docked. I'm holding them off, but they're not going to wait forever.
I thought you said you had things under control. Maybe I should go make a deal with them.
They want results, Cole. That's all that matters. If we don't deliver, they'll find someone who will.
I like how in this game it's not like, you know, say in Spider-Man, Spider-Man's like, oh, I don't kill people, except like the moves you use in the game are just like it would murder someone. Like you hit somebody in the air and then you like throw them down face first. That cracks their skull and maybe even their neck. They're dead. And then there's no coming back from that. But the game's like, no, he's pulling his punches. Like, yeah, maybe he's pulling his punches a little, but he's still murdering them. I don't care what the game says, they're dead. Like when you knock a thug off a building, it like, you know, they'll fall a bit and then they'll get led to the side of the building. How does that save them? One, they're being like launched into the side of the building at Mach 10. That'll kill them. And even if it didn't, the webs will dissolve and they'll still fall to their death. I don't understand how in like TV and movies, when there's like a person with superpowers, people call them a freak. Like, that's super cool. You know? Like, I want to have superpowers. Oh, I see what was happening. The citizens were throwing rocks at that guy, but it was hurting me.
Hey, Trish. How's the hospital looking?
The outside is pretty trashed, but the inside is in surprisingly good shape. I've already moved a couple busloads of people over there.
Right on.
I've been thinking that we should sit down and talk sometime and figure out what happens once all of this is over.
Sure. Whatever you want.
I'll talk to you later.
This should be the last boat, unless they do another one after this. So there's none on the map. Yeah.
Looks like there's one more boat, Cole. Get over there right away.
What if I don't? They gonna start dropping bombs?
The president signed off on the order a week ago. If the plague reaches critical threat level, he'll make the call. No questions asked.
And they'll glass the whole city. Just like that.
It's standard protocol when it comes to containing biological threats. Like it or not, Cole, you're in this all the way.
I don't know how they all fell down like that, but that made my job really easy. Oh, the mission just ends right there.
That was the last of the boats, Moya.
I know you're not happy about the situation, Cole.
Yeah, I've been very clear.
But we have to play with the cards that were dealt. That's just the way it is.
Need some help.
Cole, I've got the last of my gear loaded onto the bus, but the Reapers are blocking the way to the hospital. I need your help getting past them.
Maybe once we get over there, we can sit down and have that talk.
We'll see. Got a lot of sick people that need help. They come first, Cole.
Of course they do.
When he's just talking with his voice is so raspy.
Watching you parade around like a damn peacock, showing off every chance you get. Pathetic.
That's real tough talk from a guy who tortures people.
You still don't get it, do you? You don't get any second chances. Every time you fail, someone's world ends. Ends in the worst way imaginable. I learned that the hard way. And by God, you're gonna learn it too. One way or another.
Tell you what, crawl out of your hole and meet me somewhere. Then we can settle this once and for all.
All in good time, Cole. All in good time.
Come out already.
Hey, brother. Sorry I was such a prick back in shipyards. Really screwed the pooch on that one.
I know you mean well, Zeke, but the world is changing. You make a mistake now, and you're as good as dead.
Hell, I know that. But you know how it's been for me. No family, broke all the damn time. When this quarantine went up, I thought it'd give me a fresh start. Let me really be something.
I know where you're coming from, Zeke. We have to be careful now. All of us.
See, that's what they do better in this game than Spider-Man. It's because, like, yeah, they have that disagreement where it's like, you have powers and you want me to stay away from things. But he's like, that's not exactly it. He just wants him to be careful. And then it doesn't go on for the whole game. Like, that's all MJ does is complain about how Peter doesn't want her to die.
I know some of you love the idea of a superhero running around out there, fighting for truth and justice and all of that, but it simply isn't true. Lightbulb Man cares about one thing and one thing only, himself. So let's stop the high fives that have been thrown his way since the Roosevelt Bridge reopened, because Light Socket had nothing to do with it. Two engineers named Roger Miller and Lou Berman are the ones that got the bridge open. You want to thank someone, you thank them. They're the real heroes.
So that guy is like Jameson, but less funny.
The Reapers attacked me on my last trip. They must think I'm working with the Dustmen or something. There's no way I'll make it back to the hospital on my own.
I'll take care of them.
I had Roger rig up the roof of the bus with metal mesh, and a generator will keep it electrified. Should provide a non-stop source of energy for you.
Wow, that's really smart.
Oh, they don't let dumbasses into med school, Cole. Once you're up on top,
Why is
we'll
this
head
guy
out.
just standing
If you need to jump
in
down,
the middle of our
I'll
conversation?
stop the bus and wait for you.
Even Trish's disagreements with Cole aren't just like being whiny. Like, if you're evil, she's like, yeah, don't murder people, asshole.
We're taking damage! Damn it, protect the bus!
Trying, Trish. This mission is quite difficult. There's like so many enemies shooting at the bus. Like, it might not be you who dies if you fail. It's like usually the bus is destroyed.
We can't survive another hit like that! One more hit and we're dead! They've stopped attacking us.
Let them fight it out. Keep moving. Don't stop.
I think there's a checkpoint before the bridge. I think the bus was good. The checkpoints don't put it to whatever damage you were at. It does it like it's always damaged here at this checkpoint.
They've stopped attacking
Regardless
us.
of how damaged it was beforehand, before you died, but before you got to this point. But if you had undamaged somehow at this point, but then die after this
fight it out. Keep
for the next
moving.
checkpoint, it would still stay damaged.
We can't survive another hit like that.
I don't see them.
I got my hands on a picture of the Dustmen's leader. No ID yet, but I'm going to run it through NGI. I'll update you when I have a name.
One more hit and we're dead. Cole, clear the road.
I'm doing that.
Floor it.
This thing goes. People with rockets look the exact same as the other people, so it's hard to tell. It's hard to see them sometimes. I don't think the last checkpoint is before the bridge, but I'm not entirely sure. For the video, that will do it because this game, my capture card hates me, and the game crashed, and when I tried reloading it, it didn't want to capture, so I'll do it. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that. Sorry to cut it so abruptly, but I can't do anything about this, because half the time it doesn't want to wake. Very annoying. But catch you guys next time.